Welcome to FAME's Claim Your Future webinar. This webinar was created to assist classroom teachers, counselors, and other professionals in presenting FAME's Claim Your Future game to students. I'm Mary Dyer, and I'll be your host for this webinar. I'm a Financial Education Officer at the Finance Authority of Maine, and I serve as part of FAME's College Access and Outreach team. We, along with our customer service team, are here to help Maine students and families reach their higher education goals by providing free information on planning, saving, and paying for college. During this webinar, I will provide you with an overview of the Claim Your Future program, a brief history of the game, a review of the program learning objectives and standards, an overview of the classroom game kit, educator's guide, and available resources, and a thorough review of the classroom game procedures as well as the online game opportunity. So let's begin. Created by FAME, Claim Your Future is a classroom and web-based game that encourages students to explore education after high school, future careers, and money management. Claim Your Future was created primarily for students grades 5 through 8, but can also be played with high school students. In addition to the website, free game kits are available to all Maine middle schools and other educational partners, such as community libraries. The main goal of the program is to provide students with an interactive experience that offers them real-world spending and budgeting challenges, all while exploring various careers and educational options. The education team at FAME has been playing Claim Your Future with Maine students since 1998. Formerly known as Get a Life, the game has historically been one of our most popular initiatives, both with students and classroom teachers. In 2007, FAME redesigned the game and began offering both a middle school and high school version. In addition, an online version of the game was made available to supplement classroom sessions. In 2009, an educator's guide was developed to assist both FAME staff and classroom teachers who are interested in utilizing the online game. Since 2007, FAME's College Access and Financial Education team has presented Claim Your Future to over 15,000 Maine students. Over the years, we've received numerous requests to make the game available to classroom teachers so that the game can be presented independent of FAME staff. We are thrilled to be able to offer this opportunity to Maine schools. In June of 2015, we launched the latest version of the game, including the new name and a new website, claimyourfuture.com. In just a few short months, the website has seen nearly 2,000 visitors from 35 different countries. Claim Your Future was designed around several important learning objectives. We expect students to be able to begin to have important conversations about their goals and aspirations, including their assumptions regarding education, possible careers, and money. After playing the game, students should be able to link today's educational and spending choices to future job options and financial stability. They should also be able to describe post-secondary options and identify basic vocabulary associated with college exploration. Another key learning objective is for students to understand the basics of creating a balanced budget and explain how small expenses can add up. We also want them to understand and be able to discuss wants versus needs and describe the benefits of savings. Claim Your Future offers several key takeaways or enduring understandings. First, students should understand that education leads to higher pay, increased job security, financial stability, better benefits, and greater opportunities. They should understand that making good choices will result in more options for their future. They should also understand that good choices require that they distinguish between needs and wants, and that placing an emphasis on success in middle school will lead to more opportunities to achieve their goals in high school and beyond. In developing this most recent version of Claim Your Future, FAME consulted with the Maine Department of Education to conduct a thorough review of the game to ensure that Claim Your Future addressed all of the key performance indicators within the Maine learning standards, specifically Social Studies Standard C, Economics, and Career and Education Development Standard B. Claim Your Future has also been reviewed and approved by the National Jumpstart Coalition and meets Jumpstart's national standards in K-12 personal finance education. In addition to the standards review, FAME also consulted with classroom teachers throughout the state and drew upon our own extensive experience presenting the program in Maine schools. So now that we've covered the game history, learning objectives, and standards, let's take a moment to review the game and its components. Each Claim Your Future game kit includes 50 unique wheels representing a variety of career options. In developing the game, we purposely selected a diverse range of career options and educational paths in order to allow students to experience a wide variety of options when playing the game. Several wheels require a high school diploma only, while others reflect careers requiring doctoral degrees. We were also sure to include everything in between: certificate programs, associate degrees, bachelor degrees, and beyond. Through discussion and peer interactions, students quickly begin to see the direct link between higher education and higher pay. Each game kit also includes 150 reward stickers. In addition to the game kit, there are a number of companion resources that can be downloaded at claimyourfuture.com, including an educator guide, printable budget worksheets, and certificates of completion. The 20-page Educator Guide includes a detailed lesson plan, including the learning objectives that we've discussed today. It also includes a step-by-step guide to playing the game, along with the methodology, sources, and assumptions that were used in developing the income and expense information included on each wheel. You'll also find a sample budget worksheet, optional activities and assignments, additional web-based resources, and a glossary of terms. Our goal in developing the Claim Your Future Educator Guide was to provide teachers with sufficient tools and resources needed to conduct the game successfully. We strongly recommend that you review the guide thoroughly before conducting a Claim Your Future session in your classroom. So now let's take some time to review and discuss the game procedure. It is important to note here that Claim Your Future can be played within a 45-minute classroom session or could be offered as a multi-part program over the course of several days or weeks. It is intended to be flexible based on your curriculum needs. You'll need the following materials before you begin: Claim Your Future game wheels, budget worksheets, pencils, and Claim Your Future reward stickers. Some other optional items that you may wish to have on hand include calculators, computers with internet access, and certificates of completion. Before you begin, instruct students to complete the online pre-assessment at claimyourfuture.com. They'll need to take note of their 5-digit game ID, as the game ID will allow them to return to the online game to complete the post-assessment. The online pre- and post-assessment will take approximately 10 minutes and will allow FAME to measure program effectiveness and impact, and to help inform future enhancements. We strongly encourage you to utilize the online pre- and post-assessment when playing the classroom game with your students. Following completion of the pre-assessment, it is helpful to begin with a discussion of future career goals. Ask students to describe themselves at age 25. Encourage them to share ideas about future education, careers, and financial goals. Prompt them to explain why they are interested in a potential career that they might mention, and ask them to share career information about relatives or other people that they might know. Next, provide students with an overview of the activity. Explain that they will be randomly assigned a career and a corresponding monthly income, which they will then use to develop their monthly budget. Explain that they are required to have money left over at the end of the month, and that they will likely need to make adjustments so that their budget is balanced. Next, discuss the benefits of education after high school and explain each of the possible degree levels, and ask students how long it might take to complete each degree, the type of school that they might attend, and ask them to name an example. Be sure to provide them with all of the applicable answers. Now you're ready to randomly assign each student one of the 50 possible career options included in the game kit. We find that it's best to wait until the initial discussion has been completed, as the wheels often distract students from this important instructional time. Once all students have a wheel, explain each of the important elements included on the wheel. Discuss annual and monthly income. Be sure to explain why we're focusing on the monthly numbers in the budgeting activity. Explain why taxes, insurance, and student loan payments, where applicable, are deducted from monthly income. Discuss the impact of student loans and continue your discussion of the various careers that the students have been assigned. You'll find additional ideas for discussion in the Educator's Guide. Next, review the budget worksheet and explain how it works. Remind them that the choices they make will be based on their available income and on what matters to them individually. Explain to students that 10% of their income must go towards savings before they can make any other spending choices. Explain the benefits of saving. This might be a good time to talk about saving for emergencies and what can happen when you don't have an emergency savings account. Let students know that they are required to make at least one selection in the housing, food, transportation, and communications categories. It's also helpful to give them some examples of each of the categories. Discuss extras and explain that these are choices and they are optional. Ask them whether or not some of the items listed are considered wants or needs. Be sure to remind them that the number at the bottom of the budget needs to be a positive number. Remind them that if it's negative, they'll need to go back and make some adjustments to their spending. You'll need to give them at least 10 to 15 minutes to complete the budgeting activity. Following completion of the budgeting activity, you want to spend some time discussing individual outcomes. This is an extremely important aspect of the game, as it will reinforce the learning objectives through discussion and peer reflection. It is important to identify which students had the most money left over and who had the least. Inquire about their career and education path and their individual spending choices. It's great when you have two students with the same income who have very different outcomes. Be sure to take the time to discuss the impact of their choices. This is also a really good time to discuss wants versus needs and spending priorities. I like to share a statistic with them at this time that adults with a bachelor's degree earn $1 million more in their lifetime than adults with a high school diploma. It is here that students begin to understand the strong connection between higher education and financial stability. For many students, this is their aha moment. Some of them will have been assigned a high-paying career. Others will have very little to spend. Their discussion here is a critical aspect of the activity. Once again, the Educator's Guide has a variety of discussion prompts that can be used. Depending on the amount of time that you have available, you may wish to let them go through the activity again, only this time you can let them choose their own career. Or you may wish to prompt them to play the online game. Once you have completed the activity, be sure to instruct students to go to claimyourfuture.com and complete the post-assessment. Again, they'll need their 5-digit game ID in order to complete the post-assessment online. If time allows, the back side of the wheel offers a supplemental activity to further emphasize the importance of saving and the impact of debt. Using this information on the back of the wheel, spend some time reviewing and discussing the various savings options displayed. Explain each of the savings options. Ask students to look carefully at the total savings over time and discuss the impact and benefit of saving money over the long term. Next, spend some time reviewing and discussing the various types of debt displayed on the wheel. Review and explain each type of debt. Ask students to look carefully at the impact of borrowing over time. This is a good time to reinforce the benefit of saving for emergency expenses as a way to control debt. ClaimYourFuture.com is another valuable tool that we encourage you to use with your students, either as a standalone activity or as a complement to the classroom game. The online game presents the information in an engaging way that can be used independently. Encourage students to play the game at home with their parent or caregiver. Through the website, students will find even more career options, 125 in total, along with descriptions, key vocabulary, and various spending options. It features a progress bar, which provides students with a visual representation of money spent. We have selected a variety of additional careers with a specific emphasis on high-wage, high-demand jobs in Maine. Through ClaimYourFuture.com, educators will also find a number of valuable resources to help support the use of Claim Your Future in the classroom. There is also a Contact Us feature that can be used to submit questions or request game kits. That concludes our Claim Your Future training webinar. We hope that you have found this information useful. We encourage you to share feedback with us, including any ideas for future enhancements. We also hope that you'll reach out to us via phone or email with any questions that you may have regarding the game. FAME is here to help and support you as you utilize the Claim Your Future program. Thank you for partnering with us and for utilizing Claim Your Future in your school.